What's going on, guys? SAP Dude here. Let's start today with a situation that every SAP professional will face sooner or later. A system upgrade, planned downtime, and suddenly your entire digital backbone disappears for 2 days. Our favorite company, Texas Workshop Garage, is running fully digital maintenance. Technicians use Fiori apps, planners use the planning board, confirmations are entered directly in the system. Everything works amazing until the system upgrade weekend arrives. In 2 weeks, from Friday 6 p.m. until Sunday 4 p.m., the system will be unavailable. No SAP GUI, no Fiori apps, no order display. But the garage is still operating. Cars still arrive. Maintenance work still needs to happen. So the question becomes very simple. How do you keep maintenance operations running when your ERP system is offline? Today we will solve exactly this problem using EAM Work Packs in SAP S4HANA. Let's define the situation. Texas Workshop Garage is running on SAP S4HANA. Maintenance execution is completely digital. Technicians typically access maintenance orders, operation details, task instructions, attachments, spare parts reservations, and confirmation apps. All through Fiori, no paper, no printed job cards. But in 2 weeks, the IT department scheduled a system upgrade. The system will be unavailable from Friday 6 p.m. until Sunday 4 p.m. Normally, this would not be a big issue for office people, except one thing. The garage still operates during weekends, which means maintenance activities cannot simply stop. Now let's think about what actually disappears during system downtime. When SAP is unavailable, technicians lose access to maintenance orders, operation descriptions, required spare parts, technical documentation, safety instructions, work priorities. And planners lose visibility on ongoing work, completed operations, task progress. The work still exists, the assets still need maintenance, but the information system behind the work is gone. And in maintenance, information is everything. Without it, technicians are basically working blind. This is where the concept of business continuity becomes important. Business continuity means ensuring that operations continue even if key systems are temporarily unavailable. In maintenance environments, this usually means work is executed manually during downtime, and later the activities are documented in the system once it becomes available again. But there is still one big challenge. How do technicians know what work needs to be done? They need task instructions, order numbers, operation details, required materials, and priorities. All of that information normally lives inside SAP. So we need a way to extract and distribute this information before the system goes offline. In traditional SAP plant maintenance environments, the typical solution was very simple. You print the maintenance orders, one by one. Each order generates its own job papers. Technicians receive printed documents containing order header, operation list, component list, sometimes task instructions. This worked well in many organizations, but it also created some practical problems, and those problems become very visible in Texas Workshop. Texas Workshop has planned 10 maintenance orders for the weekend with multiple tasks inside each of the order. These orders are executed by multiple technician teams. If we simply print all orders individually, several issues appear. First problem: document chaos. Instead of structured work packages, technicians receive dozens of individual documents. Second problem: no logical grouping. Orders are printed per order number, but maintenance execution is usually organized by technician teams, shifts, technical objects, assets, plant time window. Third problem: manual preparation effort. The planner now has to manually collect, sort and distribute documents for each technician group. And finally, the most important observation. Technicians do not think in terms of orders. They think in terms of work packages, that tasks assigned to their teams during a specified time window. This is exactly where modern S4HANA functionality introduces a better approach. In recent versions of SAP S4HANA Asset Management, we have a concept called EAM Work Packs. Work packs allow planners to group maintenance orders and operations and generate structured output packages. Instead of printing orders individually, the planner can create job packs which get grouped based on criteria like maintenance order, operation work center, order phase, and way more. The complete list of possible objects you see now on the screen. The system then generates consolidated documentation for each group. This means technicians receive one structured document package instead of dozens of separate orders. Let's apply this to our business case. There are 10 maintenance orders in Texas workshop which gotta be done during the SAP downtime. 5 of them are in the repair area, which is of course reflected as a functional location. Look over here. For instance, car lift maintenance and 3 tasks inside. 2 of them for the mechanical team, 1 for electricians. We got also wheel balancer and welding station maintenance. Same story, multiple tasks for different groups of technicians. Then in the parts repair area, we got these 2 orders. Paint shop area, 1 work order. Dyno building, 2 work orders, 1 with 3 tasks, second one with 5 tasks for 3 different teams. This is what it looks like. After a meeting with the Texas garage crew, this is what we came up with. There will be different groupings of work packs in their SAP system. But for this specific scenario, they will use the grouping based on operation work center and functional location. During a weekend maintenance window, planners usually group work by physical work area, not by individual assets. Technicians are dispatched to areas of the workshop where they handle several assets located there. Let's see how it's handled by SAP. First, I will show you a quick config of the work packs. We jump to SPRO, plant maintenance, maintenance service processing, work packs. First, we define the number range. Most probably, you will have it already there. If not, just prepare it, and then we jump to define work pack types. Type is not a group, it's something above it. Then multiple groups can be assigned to the same work pack type. For Texas Workshop, our maintenance strategies will be reflected as work pack types, so let's create one. Preventive maintenance. Save, go back. Now we go to define grouping criteria. We create a new group and let's give it some technical name. Description. Here it's important to define what is the grouping, because users will see mainly this information and by reading it they need to understand what is inside. So we give it a name, Operation Work Center, functional location. We select it and go inside. We find the Operation Work Center, nice. And now the functional location. But here I select the order header FLOC, not the one on operation level. Have it in mind during your configuration. Hit enter, save. The last thing is to assign this grouping to the work pack type. New entry, preventive, and grouping. Enter, save, go back. If it should be the default work pack in the whole system, we can untick the previous one and select this one. Save. Let's quickly assign the work pack type to our number range. Looks good. Now we are ready to support the Texas Workshop Maintenance Planner during preparation of the work packs. It's Thursday, 2 p.m. Some people are sipping their favorite coffee and thinking about upcoming weekend and days off. But Caesar, the maintenance planner at Texas Workshop, is thinking about something else. How the maintenance team gonna manage during the weekend if SAP is off from Friday 6 p.m. till Sunday 4 p.m. We are next to him, supporting during his first time of generating work packs. Caesar displays the list of maintenance orders. Of course, the weekend orders got already planned and scheduled last week or even earlier. Planner never plans the work in the same week. And here very important remark. If you want to generate work packs, orders need to be scheduled and operations gotta be dispatched. Basically, order must be in the execution phase. He selects the scheduled start date, so Friday 6 p.m. 10 orders are there. All of them get selected and we hit create work pack. Work pack type, you remember we created preventive maintenance type, okay. And now below operation work center, functional location. We hit save. Small message below and that's it? Kinda. We can check the progress by going over here. Application logs, creation of work packages, details, work pack got created successfully. So where is it? Now it all depends. You may configure it that way that output will be sent straight away. This is not the case for Texas Workshop. They want to trigger it manually. That's why together with Caesar we open the app Manage Work Packs. Here is the work pack which we generated. And now inside we see the details, including how many job packs are inside. You remember our grouping? 10 work orders with multiple operations inside, assigned to different teams, work centers. In total, 29 operations, 13 for mechanics, 11 for electricians, 2 for CNC, and 3 for dyno experts. Merging them depending on the area/functional location and teams, this is it. And what you see here are so-called job packs. On this list we already see F-logs and work centers and jobs count. 10 inside for the first job pack, 2 for the second one, and so on. We go inside. The most important things here, we see our grouping over here, we see the relevant maintenance orders, and here is our output. In this case, job cards and time tickets. In Texas Workshop they are in preparation phase. This is what I meant by the manual processing. Now we just select it and click Send Output. We could process it here, but let's close this window and over here on the job overview we select all of them and click Send Output. Now quick refresh, output status completed. Here we go. What does it look like? Now everything depends on your printing programs and forms. This is what it looks like in Texas Workshop. Operations per teams. Technical object is blank as here we see it on operation level. On the header level we see it over here. And that's it. The maintenance planner is happy. The business can continue. Of course, everything depends on your needs. There are other outputs supported as well, including inspection checklists, pick lists, and stuff. For Texas Garage, this is enough, and technicians can peacefully work during the weekend. Sunday afternoon, the upgrade finishes. The SAP system is available again. On Monday onwards, maintenance planner can start performing the reconciliation. Technicians report which tasks were completed, what materials were used, how much time was spent. This information will be taken from the printouts and entered into the system. Orders get updated, and the digital traceability is restored. The key takeaway here is very important. In my opinion, work packs are not about printing more paper. They are about creating structured execution packages when digital tools are temporarily unavailable. Or if, for example, you do maintenance in places where no internet access is given and you don't use offline apps. Work packs help maintenance teams maintain operational continuity, and they align system output with the way technicians actually execute work in groups and task bundles. So if you are working with modern S4HANA asset management, EAM Work Packs are a feature worth exploring. And that's it for today. If you like my content, consider subscribing the channel. If you want to master SAP Asset Management, check out the description of this video. I got the solution for you there. Cheers!